Hello guys. Today we will continue the previous topic continuity. So this time we will discuss few more new important questions. Just like continuity, this topic is based on the function and at that point on which we will check it. So according to this, we have a function and this function, the parameter of this function should be it's a real function and it should be defined. And one more thing, the limit of this function at point A means limit extends to A of this function have a has a definite value, means it exists. So and equal to fa. So the answer should be fa. So we have the three parameter. It's a real function with a well defined definition and limit existing, and the value of that limit should be fa. If all the three conditions are satisfied, then we will discuss the continuity. So if this is a curve fx y equals to fx and it is the point x equals to a, then we will check slightly lesser value and slightly more value, or you can say the point nearly equal on left hand side and nearly existing on right hand side. If on this neighboring point and the point, if the function gives the same value, like right hand limit of this function, left hand limit of this function, and the value of the function at that point are equal, then this is the continuity condition. That means the curve is continue, it's connected. So we can say there is no break, means it is not discontinuous. For the discontinuity, either function should not be defined or it's not existing, means left and right hand limits are not equal, and third one, this should be equal to fa. So if any of the parameter or the point is not satisfied, then we can say this function is not continuous, or in simple words it is discontinuous, right? So we are taking the question on continuity. So first question is, examine the continuity of the function at x equals to 0. And we have a function, the definition of function, these are two definitions, one at x equals to 0 and other when x is not equal to 0. It means x greater than 0 or x less than 0. You can say when x is negative, or we can say when x is positive. So according to this definition, when x is 0, so function gives the value 1. When it is not equal to 0, then the function is defined by mod of sin x divided by x. So the solution of this problem, continuity problem, first we will obtain the value of function at point A. So point is x equals to 0. We put it in the function, so its value is 1. f0 is 1. So this is the first value. Right now we have to collect these two values, right hand limit and left hand limit. So this is right hand limit of the function, this is left hand limit of the function, and this is at point. So right now we have the value of the function at point is 1. So if the right hand limit and left hand limit both are equal to 1, so all the three values are equal to 1, so we can say this fulfilled the continuity condition, or you can say this function is continuous, right? So for left hand limit, so limit x tends to 0 minus, it's a smaller value, we can take h is very small positive value. So when you subtract in 0, so we get the negative value. So slightly lesser value, if it is 0, so it is 0 minus h. So limit h tends to 0, f 0 minus h, we put this 0 minus h in the given function. So it is sine 0 minus h mod over 0 minus h. Now on putting that value, so we get minus sine h and minus h, because sine 0 minus h, or you can say sine minus h, is minus sine h. So it is minus sine h over minus h, and the mod of any negative value is positive, so it is sine h, but there is minus h. Sine h over h at the limit h tends to 0 is 1, and due to this sign we collect the value is minus 1. So the left hand limit of this function is minus 1. Right now we will collect the right hand limit, and according to this we put 0 plus. So 0 plus h means the values are slightly positive. According to this, limit h tends to 0, f 0 plus h, we put 0 plus h in the function. So sine 0 plus h over 0 plus h, and the mod, this is sine h, and the mod of sine h is sine h, and this is again positive. So right now limit h tends to 0, sine h over h, according to theorem, we know this, its value is 1. So f limit x tends to 0 plus of this function, this gives the value 1. At the point we have value 1. At left hand limit we have the value minus 1. So according to this, right hand limit and the point value, the function's value, are equal, but the left hand limit is not equal. So we can say if any of this, so it means right hand and left hand both are not equal, so function doesn't exist. If function doesn't exist, that gives you the result, the function is discontinuous at x equals to 0. Clear? Now we are taking a new question. Again, this is an important question. According to this question, show that the function fx, which is defined at x equals to 0 or x not equals to 0. So at x equals to 0, this function gives value 0. But when x greater than 0 or x less than 0, for both these conditions, this gives a function e to the power 1 over x minus 1 over e to the power 1 over x plus 1. So right now procedure is this, we will collect the value at point, right hand and left hand. If all are equal, then it is continuous. So first we will consider the value at point. So at point x equals to 0, the value of function at 0 is 0. So this is our main value. If all the three values are 0, then it is continuous. Now we go for right hand limit. So according to right hand limit, limit x tends to 0 plus s of fx. So we put this f0 plus h, and we put 0 plus h in this function because right now it is 0 plus, or you can say when the values of x greater than 0. So we use this function. So limit h tends to 0, e to the power 0 plus h means h. We put this 1 over h minus 1, e to the power 1 over h plus 1. So this is the function, and right now we will take e to the power 1 over h as common from numerator and denominator both. So when you take e raised to power 1 over h as common from numerator and denominator, we have the remaining part is 1 minus 1 over e to the power 1 over h, and the similar in denominator. And according to this, e to the power 1 over h, and h tends to 0, so e to the power 1 over 0, and this is not defined, so e to the power not defined, or you can say infinity, and the value of e is 2.7183, and when it has power infinity, so its value is infinite. So e to the power 1 over h is infinity, and 1 over e to the power 1 over h is 1 over infinity, so we get 0. So its value 1 over this is 0. So right now, after cancelling this, when we put the value of h tends to 0, so it is 1 over 0, that is infinity, e to the power infinity is infinity, and 1 over infinity is 0. So it becomes 0 and this becomes 0. So we get 1 minus 0, 1 plus 0, so answer is 1. And we can easily observe this, the value of its value is 1 and value at point is 0. So it gives the sense the function is, these two values are not equal, but we will check left hand limit also. So according to this, when we consider limit x tends to 0 minus, or you can say 0 minus h of fx, so limit h tends to 0, f 0 minus h, limit h tends to 0, and when we put minus h in the given function, so e to the power 1 over minus h is minus 1 over h minus 1, and similarly in denominator. And right now e to the power minus 1 over h, that becomes 1 over e to the power 1 over h, and as we discussed, its value is 0, because h is 0, 1 over 0 is not defined infinity, and e to the power infinity is infinite, 1 over infinity is 0. So the value of e raised to power minus 1 over h, or you can say 1 over e to the power 1 over h is 0, so it will be 0, and this also. So it is 0 minus 1 and 0 plus 1. Right now we get the value is minus 1, so it is minus 1. So according to this, right hand limit, that is, so right hand limit is 1 and left hand limit is minus 1. It means both are not equal. So the limit x tends to 0 of the function doesn't exist. So if it doesn't exist, this gives the function is discontinuous. Now the next question. Right now this function is defined at x equals to 2. It gives value 2. When x greater than 2, the function defined as a x square, and for negative values x less than 2, it is twice x, so double of x. So we have to show this function is discontinuous at x equals to 2. So right now we have the point x equals to 2, at which we check the function is discontinuous. So according to this, when we put value 2 in the function f2, so its value is 2, so f2 is 2. This is the first value. And for discontinuity, if the limit doesn't exist, if the limit of the function doesn't exist, or you can say it show the other value than fa, so that means function is not continuous. So according to this, when we go for right hand limit, so for right hand limit we will consider limit x tends to 2 plus h of fx. So limit h tends to 0, f2 plus h. So when the value is greater than 2. So greater than 2 is this. Then the definition of function is x square. So we put 2 plus h square, because right now function gives definition x square for x greater than 2. That's why we are using this definition. And on expanding this formula, we get 2 square plus h square plus twice of the product, so 4 plus h square plus 4h. On placing this value h tends to 0 in this expression, we get 4 plus 0 plus 4 into 0, that is 4. That gives you the value 4. So the right hand limit of the function is 4, but the value at the point of the function is 2. Now we go for left hand limit. So limit x tends to 2 minus, means x less than 2. Limit h tends to 0, f2 minus h. Right now we will use this definition. Right now function fx gives definition 2x when x less than 2. So on putting the value 2 minus h in this function, so twice of 2 minus h, we get 4 minus 2h. On putting the value h tends to 0 in this function, so we get 4. So it is 4, and its value, left hand limit value is 4 and right hand value is 4, but the value at the function at the point is 2. So it is 4, it is 4, these are equal, but this is, well, this value is 2. So all the three values are not equal. That gives the result conclusion: the function fx is discontinuous at x equals to 2. Right? So very easy topic.